More on today's top story. Live look at Trump Tower in Midtown Manhattan, where President Trump will stay tonight ahead of his arraignment tomorrow.
GOP Senator Marco Rubio warns this sets a dangerous precedent, and he joins us now. Good morning, Senator.
Hey, good morning.
Why do you say that? Tell us, explain that.
I watch it happen all the time in the third world and in developing countries. They use prosecutors to go after candidates. We're talking about a prosecutor who, before he was elected, promised to indict Donald Trump, who is basically using the testimony of a convicted liar to charge the leading candidate for president against the president of his own party on the basis of a state misdemeanor, okay, that has already passed the 2-year statute of limitation. And the way he does it is by linking it to an alleged federal election violation that the Justice Department looked at and decided not to prosecute. And of course, this is not in isolation. This comes after the first impeachment ever of a sitting president over a phone call, the second impeachment, which is of a private citizen after he was out of office, an FBI raid of Mar-a-Lago, an FBI director in the early days of the Trump administration that leaked private conversations with the president in order to get a special prosecutor appointed. I mean, this is not one thing. This comes after a string of things. So I think you look at that and you say, this is being weaponized. It's being used. And now the precedent is set. Now every state and local prosecutor in America who wants to make a name for themselves is going to go out there and say, well, who can I target? Can I go after George W. Bush? Can I go after Barack Obama? Can I go after Joe Biden one day? Who can I go after to get famous? And I'll just make something up because all the partisans on my side will rally behind me and it'll make me famous. That's what this sets up.
Well, let's see what the charges are. We'll know tomorrow afternoon. Senator, have you spoken to the former president since the indictment was announced?
No, I have not.
What a number of Republicans have and have reluctantly revealed a little bit about it. Do you think if this does wind up going to trial, do you think the former president should testify on his own behalf? Because Bill Barr yesterday said no.
Yeah, I'm not going to give legal advice to the president of the United States. Like I said, I'm not in a position to do that. I would just say to you that, you know, my concerns go back to what I've said before, and that is the precedent this sets for the country. Take for aside for a moment, and I would be uncomfortable if the situation were reversed, and this was a conservative or a Republican prosecutor going after some political figure on the other side, because it doesn't just smell political, it looks it. And look, even Democrats are clearly, some anyway, are clearly uncomfortable with this. Some are uncomfortable with it because they think it helps Trump. Others are uncomfortable with it because they understand that once you cross these lines, you know, the other side's going to respond. These are two-way streets in politics. How many norms in American politics, okay, have been broken just over the last 10 years? And every time one of those are broken, you can't go back. It now becomes normal and it becomes destructive and poisonous for the country.
Senator, this is where you're wrong. You can clean out your server, you can smash your BlackBerry, you can do whatever you want. If that's not obstruction, Hillary Clinton got a $110,000 fine for the dossier, never got any retribution, or there was no hell to pay for her. But I want to bring you to another breaking news story. As projected, as you projected, that spy balloon that flew across our country was an active spy balloon that the Chinese were getting real-time intelligence from, and were able to repeatedly go over some of our sites. 3 officials says that they were over our military sites. We didn't shoot it down, and they were going over. It would have been worse had we not gone out of our way to obstruct some of its view. What could you tell us about the spy balloon that we mysteriously allowed cross our country before shooting it down?
Well, look, I can tell you, without getting into trouble by revealing classified information, I can tell you what common sense already tells all of us. And that is, you don't spend all this money and do something as daring as that. These spy balloons, you know, I don't know what people thought these things were. This is not for some Aerial America episode of the Smithsonian, you know, taking pictures of the heartland. There's a reason why these things fly. They fly over the country to collect signals, intelligence. Part of it is a test to see whether they can penetrate our airspace. Part of it is, frankly, collecting intelligence in real time, video, signals intelligence, still pictures fed back in real time, and so forth. That's what this was.
But you want to hear what John Kirby?
Involved in this new
Listen to this, Senator. This is what drives me nuts. Listen to Senator Kirby, Admiral Kirby. Listen.
We have no specific reason to suspect that they were conducting surveillance of any kind.
The leading intelligence community assessment is that they were probably for benign purposes, whether it's weather or commercial scientific research.
Does he really mean what he's saying? Does he not think that we're ever going to find out?
When did he say that? When is that second comment from? Because that second comment is a blatant, outright lie. That is a lie.
February, yeah.
That's a lie. It was a lie in February. It's a lie today in April. That's just not true. Everybody knows that this was done for espionage. No one believes. I mean, I don't know. I've never heard from anyone in the intelligence community that this was for benign purposes. If it was for benign purposes, then why don't we see more of them flying around? If they were for benign purposes, there would have been no reason for them ahead of time to notify us. Hey, this is happening. You know, that's just a lie. It's just not true. I don't understand how he could have possibly said that.
They think
Perhaps
we're all
he's retracted
idiots.
it.
They think we're all idiots.
Well, I think this is a problem when politics infuses national security, domestic politics infuses national security. Again, perhaps since that February statement, he's gone back and retracted it or changed his point of view. But the bottom line is it was a spy balloon. Period. End of story. You can argue, well, we spy on them. You can argue whatever you want, but you cannot argue that this was anything other than a spy balloon.
And
that is what it was.
You sit on the Senate Intel Committee. You are the vice chair. You're also an author. You have a new book coming out June 13th. It's called Decades of Decadence: How Our Spoiled Elites Blew America's Inheritance of Liberty, Security, and Prosperity. Tell us more about it.
Well, basically, if you look at where the world was after the end of the Cold War, the United States was the world's sole superpower. That's probably unsustainable. But we had all kinds of things going in our direction. And then we became complacent, primarily because people forgot the source of our greatness. And we started sort of abandoning these things. And over time, our position in the world has continued to retreat. The bottom line is this: when you've had it so good for so long, you start to think it's all automatic. You start to think that it's all just going to self-sustain it and you don't have to do anything, and you forget how you got there in the first place. Meanwhile, we now have, for the first time in 30 years, a near-peer adversary in China that intends to overtake us, and not overtake us by matching us, overtaking us by diminishing us even as they rise. And we continue to see it to this day in our trade policy, in our national security policy, and the way we're talking about the spy balloon. Sure. It's time to wake up. We're in an era of conflict.
Well, Senator, thank you very much for allowing us to reveal the cover of your new book. Officially goes on sale June 13th. I bet folks could pre-order it right about now.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on this morning.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.